the real truth. And they also made it seem like there were a ton of monsters on the Dallas Carter team. The only one that was of worth mentioning was LeVar Arrington, went to Penn State.
Yeah.
The rest of them, they're all high schoolers.
Ended high school, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, as I said, good one. I don't think it's top 5 worthy. I just think it's a great
top
great
10. It'd be my
movie.
top 10, I think.
Sticking to football for my next one was We Are Marshall.
Oh,
That's
man.
a classic tragic tale, of the Marshall football team that died in that plane crash, and then the people that came in to try and fill those large shoes and bring back together a town that was devastated by this tragedy.
I think the thing that really, really killed this movie for me is
Matthew
McConaughey.
How did I know that?
Because, I don't know, the slack-jawed Blondie. He's been okay in a couple movies. He's like a discount Bradley Cooper in my mind.
Nah.
I like Bradley Cooper way better.
He's good in certain roles. He's not great in others.
A Time to Kill was really good.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good in that recent Christopher Nolan space one, which the name is...
I have no idea who Christopher Nolan is.
The director?
I know someone named Christopher Nolan. Pretty sure it's not him.
It doesn't matter anyway. And he's going to be the Man in Black in the Dark Tower series of movies that's coming out based on the Stephen King novels, which I'm a big fan of. I don't know how the movies are going to be, but the books are very good.
Stephen King's movies aren't all that great. The Shining is good. It is good. Christine was terrible. Pet Sematary was okay. Cujo was terrible. Maximum Overdrive is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I hated Misery. So I
like Misery.
I didn't like it. Stephen King,
and I want to see the new It. So
yes,
I'm excited for all that. Yeah, we gotta go see it because Fendi won't, and your girlfriend won't. Your wife won't. And
Christine actually said she would go with me. So.
Oh, you did? Oh man, that's a change of things because Fendi's not gonna go. So
Fendi's gonna go.
She will not. She has a legitimate phobia of clowns. So
we'll tell her we're going to see something else.
She'll leave the theater immediately and be furious. So I'm not going to do that because I like sleeping in my bed.
See, I have no qualms. It's not going to affect me.
Yeah, exactly. The best I've gotten her to do is shoot clowns in those crappy video games at Dave & Buster's and whatever.
Really?
And even that, she's still scared of. So.
Okay, I can't really be too judgmental. I'm afraid of fish, very badly afraid of fish.
Of just fish? Little ones?
Any fish. If there's a chance of it touching me, no, thank you.
Do you eat fish?
Oh no. First, I don't like the taste of it, so that's the main reason I don't.
We're going way off track here.
I love aquariums. Aquariums are great, but we were walking through the aisle at BJ's once, and there was a whole fish in a package, and I almost touched it, and I freaked out so bad that I had to go sit near the freezer aisle, and I was hyperventilating.
It's a fish.
I know that.
They're the most they're so dumb and easy to kill. I don't know, but I don't understand Fendi's phobia of clowns either because they're also dumb and easy to kill unless they're it. So
so it is a great movie, the original, and I'm definitely excited to go see the new one, which doesn't come out till September.
Yeah. But I think We Are Marshall should be on the list again. Not top 5, probably maybe not even top 10, but I think it's an honorable mention. Then we can switch to... I have a lot of honorable mentions here.
That's fine.
I have a ton of sports movies that I love. I'll switch to basketball. I've got White Men Can't Jump.
The only good Spike Lee movie.
I've actually got 2 on my list.
Of Spike Lee?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, man. Harrison Ford, Wesley Snipes. Good movie. Only good Spike Lee movie.
No, it's not Harrison Ford. It's...
Did I say Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Oh my...
It's, what's his face? Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, Harrison.
Yeah.
What do you say Harrison for? Oh, I feel so stupid.
Just a great movie about, the basketball hustle and, trying to make money and dunk, I guess.
We can jump.
I'm not
some
a
of
jumper.
us.
I've never been able to dunk on a real hoop. I've touched rim, but that's about it.
You give me those little Tykes rims hoops, I got you. I got it. I'll do one of those between the legs 360 windmills.
We used to set up a trampoline under a basketball hoop and dunk that way, doing the crazy NBA
slam
jam
ball
type dunks.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah. They had that sport
ball.
very briefly. Hard to do that in a backyard, though.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on with your list.
I've got another basketball movie.
I've never seen it.
It's kind of controversial. There's some aspects of racism, and you can read the blurb. It's pretty good. It's not. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but some people might disagree with that. And then my second Spike Lee movie is He Got Game. It's with Denzel Washington and Ray Allen, like the real Ray Allen, who plays his son. And Denzel is in prison for the murder of his wife and Ray Allen's character's mother, and he gets released early on the condition of the warden that he gets his son to play at Big State College. That's what they call it in the movies, like Big
Get
State.
out of here!
Yeah,
like they can even use like a real school like Syracuse or St. John's.
I guess not. And it's their struggle of the intricacies of the father-son relationship and the holy game of basketball, and it's pretty good. I liked it. And Denzel can shoot. A lot of his shots in the movie are single takes. He can hit the three.
He looks like a power forward. Maybe not a LeBron power forward.
I don't think he's tall enough though. I think he's like point guard sized. And as far as NBA goes, I think he's only like 6 foot.
I thought it was like 6'3".
Maybe, I don't know.
Either way,
but it's a good one. Ray Allen
he got game.
Obviously has game, so it was pretty accurate in that regard. I didn't mention I was in boxing with Cinderella Man. I didn't mention The Fighter. That's a more recent one. Who's the lead in that? Is that Christian Bale? I don't think so. Actually, it's a great movie. It's a great boxing movie about an underdog boxer. I think Christian Bale's his brother, and I think The Fighter might be, I don't know, maybe Mark Wahlberg or something like that. And I don't love a lot of Mark Wahlberg movies, but
well, what was the Invincible? Vince Papali. Yeah, but we don't like him because he's Philadelphia.
Yeah. Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg got a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.8 on IMDb. Boxing's like their whole family's life, and Christian Bale plays his older brother, who used to be a very promising boxer, but had trouble with drugs and stuff. And Mickey's a hard worker, but he's he almost gets killed a couple times. Good movie though.
Oh, I forgot another movie that I would put on my list.
Let's hear it.
As an honorable mention. What was it? Hardball. I think that's the name of it. With Keanu Reeves. He becomes a coach of a little league baseball
I've never seen
team.
this. I'm looking at it now.
Is that what it's called? Hardball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Keanu Reeves, he not willingly becomes the coach of a little league baseball team, and it's in the inner city,
in
gang
Chicago.
riddled.
Oh, so it's like Freedom Writers, but for little league, I guess.
A lot of bad stuff happens, but he falls in love with the kids.
Yeah,
so it's a good movie. I suggest watching it.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. I'm glad to hear more. My final honorable mention I have on my list is Cool Runnings.
Oh my goodness!
I love that movie. Do not disparage the Jamaican bobsled team. It's It's about the first Jamaican bobsled team, because who thought that Jamaicans could bobsled when they, have never had snow? And I think it's a classic. It's they go to the Winter Olympics and they are trying to show that they're worthy of glory, and they're facing some evil Germans and stuff. And it's got John Candy, and who doesn't love John Candy?
Candy. Oh my goodness.
That is right. And I feel the rhythm, I feel the rhyme, and I get on up. It's bobsled time.
I could not tell you one person who's ever done the bobsled. Not once, but to each their own, I guess. Tony did leave a few honorable mentions. The Mighty Ducks.
Yes, obviously.
I don't know which one. D2 is obviously the best. Yeah. But whatever. Any given Sunday, it's okay. I think The Replacements was better. Yeah. And then Hoosiers.
Replacements. Ooh, that might have been on my at least on my honorable mention. I definitely enjoyed that movie.
This is the third Keanu Reeves movie we've talked about in this podcast. In this episode.
Is fighting like android, robot, computer things a sport? Because if so, Matrix, sure.
We should see if we can do an entire episode. We should see if we can do an entire episode dedicated to Keanu Reeves movies. I mean, if NASCAR is
how many movies has he done? That sounds.
If like NASCAR is a sport, trying to stop a speeding bus is definitely a sport.
Oh yeah, and doing it multiple times.
Anyways, Hoosiers is his final honorable mention.
I've never seen that.
I did a long time ago.
Movie, right?
Yeah, it's about University of Indiana. No one cares about Indiana anymore. I mean, they're not very good. I mean, they're good. I mean, don't get me wrong. They would dominate pretty much any mid-major outside of Gonzaga and Butler. Mm-hmm. But Indiana certainly fallen off the map on a national scale. Yeah. But whatever. These are his honorable mentions. I think who's
the main actor in that? Isn't it?
I couldn't even tell you.
It's the guy from. I think he's in The Replacements. I think he's like the coach or like the GM in The Replacements. The mustachioed faced man.
Mustachio faced man. Let's look it up and see. Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well. Yeah, that guy.
Gene Hackman.
Yeah, Gene Hackman. That's who it is.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Probably worth checking out. It's got great critic scores. Failed coach Norman Dale gets a chance at redemption when he's hired to direct the basketball program at a high school in a tiny Indiana town. After a teacher persuades the star player to quit and focus on his studies, the coach struggles to develop a winning team in the face of community criticism for his temper and his unconventional choice of assistant coach, Shooter.
McGavin?
I wish. A notorious alcoholic. Oh. So, I don't know. I've never seen it. Maybe something to watch. It's a 1986 film. Oh, it's a docudrama.
Docudrama. Yep. So a couple of other ones that I just now thought of. That are honorable-ish mentions. Rookie of the Year, the young baseball player, pitcher's got a big, but that one. Major League with Charlie Sheen.
Major League I was thinking, but I thought I had too many comedies already.
And then a couple of mentions for Christine. You got the Little Giants, the Mean Green.
Oh yeah.
What's the Sandlot?
The O'Sheas.
Yeah.
And so obviously I've got a deep love of Little Giants.
Yep. All right. So let's just recap our five. Our four.
I did want to say $1 Million Baby too.
$1 Million Baby is terrible.
You don't like that one?
No, I think the most interesting piece of filming that Hilary Swank has ever done has been when the cameras followed her after the Oscars in her blue dress to McDonald's. That was way more interesting than any movie. Anyways, so let's recap our 5 through 2. I have Rocky 3, Talladega Nights, Gladiator, Cinderella Man, and then we went to the honorable mentions. Dan, what were your 5, 4, 3, and 2?
I had Happy Gilmore /